Project Management lets you create simple or complex projects for your business and customers, seamlessly integrating them with your contacts, calendars, and your opportunity pipeline. In this video, I want to show you how easy it is to create a new project by using the Project Wizard. Let's begin by accessing the Project Management tool. Log into your Act Advantage account, and then click the Additional Features button in the left navigation. From here, go to the Services area and locate Project Management. Now all we need to do is just click the New button to create a new project. Let's give this project a name. And then we want to assign a start date and an estimated end date. Optionally, you could check this first box to create an opportunity record for this project, but the box that I want to be sure that we check is this second one, Run Project Creation Wizard. So let's click OK. We get a confirmation message at the top that says the project was created, but it also launches this wizard, and you can see the stages at the top of the screen: contacts, team, goals, phases, assignments, and finish. We're going to go through each of these one by one, beginning with contacts. Here we need to list any contacts who might be involved in the project. Now these are not your coworkers who have access to ACT. We're going to add those next in the team step. But think of customers, vendors, suppliers, contractors, and more who will just help bring this project to fruition. Click anywhere in this field, and now you can browse for contacts by searching for portions of their name, their company name, or their email address. For example, I want to add Sharon Wealth to this project, so I can search for her last name, select her, and then add her to the project. I also want to add everybody else who is at Hops on Birch, so I'm just going to type in the word Birch and hit enter, and now I can see there's another contact here that I want to add. If you make any mistakes adding contacts, you can just click this trash can icon to the left of any contact to remove them. When you're ready to proceed to the next stage, click Next. Okay, stage 2 is the team stage. This is where you can add your coworkers who will also be involved in this project. This is going to give them access to this project within ACT if your license allows for team collaboration. Use the drop-down to select your team members. And once you've selected everybody who should be involved, click the Next button on the right. Now we're in the project goals stage. This is a great place to list measurable accomplishments for the project. These should be major milestones that you can track and then mark as complete as you go. This is not a requirement of the project though, but I'm going to add 4 simple goals. As you add each goal, click the check mark to the right to assign that goal to this project. Now I'm going to add 3 more goals. And once I've done that, I'm going to click the Next button to proceed. Now I can come back and add more goals later, but for now these are the ones that I want. In the second part of the goals stage, I can create more specific tasks, which when completed will contribute to the fulfillment of the goal. So to begin, choose your goal on the left, and then type the name of the task under the task list. For instance, I may have a task called Identify Customer Stakeholders. Then click the check mark to finalize that task as part of the goal. At this point, I would repeat this process for each of the 3 remaining goals on my list, adding tasks that would progress each goal toward completion. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to pause now and add those tasks before continuing. Okay, now that I've added tasks to each of my goals, as you can see here, I can now click the Next button to move to the next stage in this wizard. In the Phases stage, you can identify major activities that mark specific phases of your project. Again, this stage is optional. If you don't have specific phases in mind, you can skip this stage and then maybe come back to it later. For me though, I'm just going to add 3 basic phases: preparation, installation, and training. Now let's click Next again. Just like the goals stage, we can assign tasks to specific phases of the project. So I'll start with the preparation phase, then choose the tasks that should be applied to the preparation phase, like identify customer stakeholders, meet to discuss needs, present quotes and timeline, finalize contract, and maybe a few others. In the installation phase, I'm just going to choose a few from here. And then for my training phase, I'll just use the final 3. Now let's click Next again. Here we can finalize all of the goal tasks to make sure they fall within the correct phase. And since I've already assigned every task, there's really nothing more to do here. I also have the option to create additional phases just in case any task doesn't fit within the phases that I already have. But I'm going to click Next. Now we're in the assignment stage, and here I can assign each of my tasks to the stakeholders, whether they're my coworkers or contacts that I previously identified. Select the task on the left to identify it, and then check the boxes on the right for the participants that I want to assign to the tasks. Again, I'm going to pause this video to complete all of these assignments. Okay, I have assigned all of my tasks to the participants that need to be involved. So let's click the Next button, and now we're in the Finish stage. Here, ACT verifies everything that we've set up for the project, including contacts, team members, goals, phases, and all of our tasks. When we click Next, ACT is going to build this project. This can take a minute or two depending on the size and the complexity of your project, but once it's finished, you will now see the project details, specifically from the Tasks tab. From here, you can fine-tune the project by scheduling specific dates, costs, and hours needed to complete each task. As you do so, the Schedule tab and the remaining elements of your project will be ready for the work to begin.